Sometimes there are events that can feel like they're out of our control. These can be distressing events or trauma. To be clear, you are not weak. If you find yourself struggling with stressful situations, whether these stressful events occurred in the past, whether they're currently happening, or whether you may find yourself preparing for them in the future. There is a concept called coping that is essentially a strategy that we use to deal with these distressing events in our lives. Coping can be largely beneficial as it assists us in dealing with these stressful events or these potential traumatic situations. On the other hand, there are situations where the way that someone copes could be negative. For example, someone may engage in behaviors that are insidiously harmful, and over time, while yes, they are using this behavior to cope with a stressful situation, they may find themselves dealing with consequences in the long run. I'm sure that most of you can think about specific behaviors that, while yes, in the short term, you are effectively coping with this stressful or traumatic event, that in the long run, that specific coping mechanism could eventually be harmful. This is definitely something to be cognizant of as you're using whatever coping mechanism to deal with your stress. You may find yourself receiving recommendations about ways to cope and deal with some of these stresses in your life. Do not be discouraged if you find that their particular strategy does not work for you. We are all different when it comes to coping strategies that may be effective for us. I've heard of people going for walks, using meditation, exercising, coloring, playing video games, spending time with family, you name it. Even if a specific coping mechanism that was recommended for you isn't necessarily working, it is okay. You can try to find another specific coping strategy that works for you. Ultimately, don't feel discouraged. Try to find the thing that works for you that doesn't have a potential negative impact in the long run. If you find yourself constantly unable to deal with stressors in your life, just know that there are treatment and service options available for you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dr. Ware, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.